It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 Dick, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Thanks.
We'll now hear from Kerry Murphy with the Final Lap Radio.
Hey, Tony, thanks so much for being on with us. One of the other issues on the weekend, I don't know if you know too much about it because we're busy winning, are the tires, and they were blowing in different parts of the car, right front, left front, whatever. Also, in the ARCA race, those were using Hoosier tires, they also had similar issues. Was that due to an aggressive setup, or what could that situation come from?
Not sure, really. Obviously, we watched the Dale Jr. lose the tire in practice, with only 13 laps on it. And knowing how long we've been able to run these tires in the past, we were pretty sure that that was a cut tire. You look at the way that the tire problems happened. These guys lost tires really quickly. I mean, they lost air in them very fast, and that makes you think that it was a pretty substantial cut. If it was just one manufacturer or the other that was having trouble, you would say maybe it was a problem with the particular manufacturer. But both Goodyear and Hoosier tires were getting cut all weekend, so not sure. I mean, I think we all have that question as crews and teams and drivers this week. Maybe it could be something very simple as during a crash in one of these other races, that there's a piece of metal that might be stuck in the racetrack that isn't really very easy to see, but could be just enough there that it is cutting tires. So who knows what's going on, but obviously it's something that we all need to try to figure out. And the Talladega officials are very good about making sure that everything's right, and I'm sure that they'll go and eliminate the variable of something actually being in the racetrack that could have caused all these problems.
We'll take our next question today from Dwight Drum with Racetake.com.
Hi, Tony. A few weeks ago in Charlotte at the new ZMAX drag strip, John Force said in a press conference that he's excited about you becoming an owner because it seems that John Force has a lot of respect for your strong spirit and temperament. Do you think it takes a winner to really know a winner, and do you think it takes an owner to really know an owner?
Well, if you look at the guys that have been successful in the Sprint Cup Series and Nationwide Series and Truck Series and NHRA, the IRL, the Grand Am Series, all these guys that have been successful as owners are very passionate, are very aggressive people, and they do know how to win. And that's you have to know how to win races to know how to win championships and be successful in these series. So I would like to think so. I mean, the great thing, I know John personally, and our shops in Indiana with my open wheel shops are on the same street as his. We're literally less than a quarter mile from each other. So I've got to spend some time with John because of Old Spice, and really have enjoyed the talks that we've had. And he's a really good inspiration as a car owner because he's 100% dedicated to not only what he does in his car, but his daughter and the other two cars that they have in the series, and he's racing against these own cars. So he's a pretty cool guy as far as a driver owner, and one to look up to for sure.
We'll now hear from Robert DeRogi with VRD Broadcasting.
Thank you very much, Tony, for joining us today, and congratulations on that win at Talladega. All the talk about what happened on the last lap, to me, that's just all-out racing, and that's what racing's all about. Anyhow, first of all, a lot of people here in Michigan have asked me, hey, why didn't Tony climb the fence after the win at Talladega?
I'm getting too old and fat to do that. I think I was so excited about it and still was in a little bit of disbelief because of the confusion initially at the end that I literally just forgot about it. I was excited because we have a lot of fans at Talladega, and the nationwide wins here we've just turned around, and after listening to Rusty Wallace, I'm kind of agree with him. I'm kind of big on not necessarily tearing the equipment up, especially now that I'm a car owner. I don't want to rip the transmissions out and hurt the motors too. So just being able to turn around and get that close to the fans and drive down that whole front straightaway grandstand and see all those fans was was important to me, not just that one little section by the flag stand. So that seemed to me to be more special than just climbing the flag stand.
We'll take our last question today from Andrew Smith with Talladega Superspeedway.
Thanks, Tony. During the post-race, you mentioned this win was also special to you because of your relationship with some of the old Alabama gang members, like Red Farmer and Donnie Allison. Could you tell a little bit more about that, and what is it about those guys that you relate to so well?
I remember Donnie Allison in '99 when I went to Daytona for my very first Cup race. Our trailer was pitted next to the team that he was working with, and we were up on top, and I was watching and trying to watch and learn and gain as much information by watching the shootout practice as I could. And Donnie saw me standing up there and kept talking to me, saying, "Did you see that? Did you see how he did this? And don't let yourself get in this situation." And that's a friendship and relationship I've had ever since then. And the same with Red Farmer. Red likes to get me away from the racetrack, and Red and I like to go hunting and fishing together. And I don't know if you heard the story yesterday. We were in Victory Lane, and he called a mutual friend of ours, and I got the phone, and I asked him, I said, "What did you think about that?" And he goes, "Well, tell Tony I thought he did a good job." And I said, "You are talking to him." And he still couldn't hear me. So everybody knows how Red's hearing is terrible. You can be standing right next to him and literally have to yell at him for him to hear what you were saying. But it just kind of capped off a perfect day for me, laughing at Red because he was on the phone. But there's people like that make going to Talladega special, and there's fans that we see every year down there. I'm a part of the Fayette County Sheriff's Department down there, which everybody laughs at. But it's a group of guys that I'm very passionate about and very close to now. And for those guys to be able to come, those of them that were at the track yesterday, and for those guys to be able to come in Victory Lane with us meant a lot to me. I just wish Red and Donnie could have been there also.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have for questions today. Denise, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, Jamie. Tony, thanks very much for your time this week. Congratulations again, and good luck this weekend.
And thank you, guys. We appreciate your time.